Hi guys, this is Mrs. Nurhan, your English teacher. I miss you so much. Today we'll have Kensuke's Kingdom. It's our selection, lesson 9. So let's start. What is the genre of the text? It's a realistic fiction because it has characters and events that are like people and events in real life. Like once you look to this picture, you will find real characters like a boy, a dog, and an old man. The illustration on page 253, the illustration means the drawing or the picture on page 253 shows a boy wearing a regular clothes. It looks like he is on a beach, which is a realistic setting. These clues tell me that this is a realistic fiction story. What about characters? So we have Michael, okay, he was 12 years old. Michael is the main character, and we have Stella is a friendly dog loved by the whole family, and we have Kensuke is such a powerful man, and he is 75 years old. He has lived on the island for about 40 years. Setting. The setting of the story mostly takes place on an island near Sydney, where Michael tries to survive there for a year. Okay, let's have a quick overview on the story. This story is about a young boy called Michael who's traveling with his parents around the world on the boat Biggie Sue. After his parents lost their jobs at the Brick Horse, they decided to sail the seven seas. One night, Michael is on lookout duty with his dog Stella when a storm throws them overboard. They awake on island in the Pacific populated by friendly orangutans and gibbons, and these are kind of monkeys, large monkeys or apes. There Michael meets an elderly Japanese man called Kensuke, who is living on the island, which he considers his private kingdom. Michael tries to signal to passing ship, but then an old man Kensuke tells him not to light fires to attract attention. One day the boy goes for a swim and wakes up to find Kensuke nursing his wounds. This is the beginning of their friendship and they do amazing things together, and the boy gets to learn all about how to live and survive on the island. Page tell you what Michael means when he says his anger fuels his determination to escape. Michael is depressed after the failure of his first fire and may be tempted to give up, but his anger at the old man for stomping out his fire gives him the will to try again. Here Michael was feeling down after the failure of his first fire, and he decided to give up. But his anger or his rage at the old man, because the old man is trying to get rid of his fire every time, gives him the power or the will to try again. So it's a kind of word show about Michael's feelings about the island. Michael calls the pile of leaves he had been collecting to start a fire precious because he wants to get off the island. He wants to leave the islands. Uh, He wants to leave the island. He feels building a signal fire is his best hope for being rescued, just to get out of the island. Page 256. Which text evidence explains why Michael hasn't crossed the old man's line before now? Michael says he is so mad, he's so crazy, that he doesn't care about consequences. He doesn't care about any results. That he doesn't care about the consequences and he doesn't care if the old man doesn't feed him. This shows how Michael is feeling and what he is experiencing in the last paragraph on page 256. The author uses words that convey a sense of danger and fear as Michael is being attacked by the jellyfish. He describes the sting as a searing, stinging pain. A searing means a strong, stinging pain. It's very painful. He uses the words agony, excruciating, and paralyzed. Paralyzed means can't move. To help readers understand Michael's fear and panic. And panic means a strong fear. Okay, let's move to number 5. Here we see in this picture, okay, the jellyfish is catching Michael. Page 256. Why do you think the old man draws a line in the sand, forbidding Michael to go near the water? How does the old man react when Michael crosses that line? The old man was probably, means maybe, trying to keep Michael safe. The old man is kind. He's trying to help Michael, okay, to keep him safe, because he knew that the water was full of dangerous jellyfish. When Michael goes into the water, the old man tries to warn him, but it is too late. He is trying to tell him not to go and not to swim, but it was too late. Text evidence supports the idea that Kensuke has been trying to help Michael. It seems now that Kensuke told Michael not to go in the sea because there are poisonous jellyfish there. Kensuke rescued Michael and is taking care of him. He's looking after him. When Michael's fingers move, Kensuke smiles. He smiles because he wants Michael to get better. So he loves Michael. Let's move to page 258, number 6. Okay, what does the description of Kensuke's cave say about why he lives on the island? Look here in this picture, you will find the cave of Kensuke. Okay, so Kensuke has turned the cave into a tidy, cozy home. So it's very organized. Cozy means comfortable and safe home. He has everything he needs in the cave and on the island. He may have come to the island by his choice, rather than being stranded like Michael. So no one forced Kinsuke to stay on the island. Okay, but Michael he was forced to stay on the island. He wants to leave the island. Page 260. What do the details that they had, like clean sheets almost every night, and the house was immaculately clean, show? It shows that Kensuke takes very good care of his house. It is a home he takes pride in, not just a temporary shelter. It is not for a short time. He wants to stay on the island. It's his place, his kingdom. Number 8. What clues in the story show why Kensuke doesn't want to leave the island? Kensuke happily spends long periods of time painting shells. Look to this picture. Okay, so he's painting shells. Michael feels that he is a very private person and is happy not talking. It sounds as if Kensuke likes living alone, and a deserted island is a perfect place to do that. So he wants to live alone without people. He spent his time painting shells, and that was his great passion. Why is the scene in which Kinsuke shows Michael his paintings important to the plot of the story? The paintings are very important to Kinsuke, and it means a lot that he trusts and likes Michael's enough to share them with him. So it shows that he likes and trusts Michael. Okay, it shows a very important shift in the relationship between Michael and Kinsuke. So there's a shift here in the feelings, okay, in the relationship between Michael and Kensuke. They start to love each other and to trust each other. How has Michael's tone changed since the beginning of the story? Why has his tone changed? So his tone at the beginning of the story is angry, defiant, and desperate. And defiant means he doesn't want to obey anyone. His tone now gives a feeling of peace and safety. Michael's tone has changed because he feels differently about Kensuke. He now likes and trusts Kensuke. So there is a shift in their relationship. What words does the author use? What words does the author use to show the shift in the tone? The answer is like words like anger and defiance. Defiance means the act of refusing to obey someone. Hate, enraged, furiously, thrashed, desperation, excitement, got the better of me, hopeless, peace and safety, tenderly, honored, watch over me, healing. All these words show shift in tone. Number 10. What does Michael mean when he says he found his voice again? What clues in the text help you understand the meaning of this phrase? It means that Michael could speak again. After the jellyfish attack earlier in the story, Michael lost his voice. Now that he is healed, he's okay now and he can speak again. Okay. You can see now the picture, they are doing something together. What text evidence show that Michael's attitude about life on the island has changed? He isn't trying to escape the island or Kensuke. Instead, he goes fishing with him. He says spearing a fish is just about the best feeling in the world. He seems happy to stay on the island now. So there's a lot of changes that happened from the beginning of the story. Now the boy or Michael wants to stay on the island. He doesn't want to escape, and he wants to stay with the old man because the old man now is his friend. They trust each other and they love each other. Now, let's move to another part, cause and effect. Cause is the reason or the event that makes something happen. Effect, what happened as a result. So once you have a cause and effect, you can explain why things happen. Let's move to an example. Example 1, cause. I woke up late, so this is the event or this is the reason. The effect of waking up late, that I missed the bus. So this is the effect. I woke up late, so I missed the bus. Example 2. I spilled food on my clothes. So this is the cause or the event. What happened? What is the effect of spilling food on my clothes? My mom has to wash them. Example 3. Cause, I studied hard, so this is the reason or the event. As a result of this event, I got high score in the exam, so this is the effect. So we have cause, the event, and the effect. What happened as a result of this event or cause? Now, in connect. Now, the man forbids Michael to swim, stamps out the signal fire, and destroys the fire glass. As a result, Michael gets angry and defies the man by swimming in the sea. So this is the cause and this is the effect of the cause. Number 2, Michael swims far out and thrashes around in the sea. As a result, a jellyfish stings Michael. Number 3, Michael begins to drown. As a result, the man saves Michael. So you will find the cause and the effect of this cause, the event and the effect of this event. Let's move to the style and tone in this story. An author's word choice often helps to reveal the tone of a story. The story is told from Michael's perspective. Look back at page 256 and read these sentences. I trod water and thrashed the sea in my fury, making it boil and froth all around me. At this point in the story, Michael feels defiant to obey anyone. He doesn't want to obey Kensuke. The author's use of thrashed, fury, and boil helps to create Michael's tone of defiance. View. The term point of view gives us a way to identify a story's narrator or speaker. In first-person point of view, the narrator is a story character who uses words like I, me, and mine to describe his own experiences. This point of view reveals only what the narrator is able to know, as well as the narrator's thoughts and feelings. As you reread Kensuke's Kingdom, look for how the author uses the first-person point of view. For example, look for places where the author reveals Michael's thoughts and feelings. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope everything is clear for you now. Please, if you need any help, contact me. Now, at the end of this video, I recommend that you have to read the story, read it well, and I wish you to have a nice day. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.